天狼は炎で沈む金融界は涙で濡れる混乱と高度の運命でこのシステムを我ら砕け天狼は炎で沈む金融界は涙で濡れる混乱と高度の運命でこのシステムを我ら砕け燃やせ壊せフィアットの時代は終わったぜ鎖は切れた金はコースホストはクラッとタクがブーストビットコインが王座を奪い銀行不要自由を奪回中央なしで支配は消える未来のドアを俺たち開けるコインが王座を奪い銀行不要自由をバック中央なしで支配は消える未来のドアを俺たち開ける火が燃える煙が舞う AI が仕事を奪うだが俺らは止まらない新世界に火を灯す負けろは炎で沈む金融界は涙で濡れる混乱と高度の運命でこのシステムを我ら砕け燃やせ壊せフィアットの時代は終わったぜ鎖は切れた金はコストホストはクラッとオタクだブーストビットコインが王座を奪い銀行不要自由を奪回中央なしで支配は消える未来のドアを俺たち開けるビルが燃える煙が舞う AI が仕事を奪うだが俺らは止まらない新世界に火を灯す Fly me to the moon, let me dream those charts. Let me see what freedom's like, without dollars and gold bars. In other words, I'll hold my keys. In other words, let's make history. Fill my wallet with coins, and let me hold out all forevermore. You're the currency I stand for, all I worship and adore. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you. Yes, oh Bitcoin, your love is true and unconditional. You're my knight in shining armor in this dark, cruel world. I honestly don't know what I'd do without you. You're not just any digital currency. There's only 21 million of you. And in a world we share with like 8 billion freaking people, that makes you very special to me and so many other. Because only so many people can hold you. I am so happy I found you. And now you're going to one of the coins, and let me hold out forevermore and more. You're the currency I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you. I do. Fill my wallet with coins, and let me hold out forevermore. You're the currency I long for, all I worship and adore. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you. I do, and Bitcoin, I know you stand for financial freedom. No one else can do what you do. If that isn't true love, then I don't know what is. And you provide me with trust and transparency. We've been through the bear market, the bull market. You shrugged off those naysayers. You always came out on top. You don't play games. You are my digital soulmate. You fix the money and you fix the world.
There is no second best.
Only
What's the second best? There is no second best.
What is going on, everyone? How's it going? Is I again back, the Crypto Otaku, bringing you the chaos, the crypto, and the news. Where the hell's my... there's this stuff everywhere. There's all stuff all over my desk. How's it going, guys? How's it going? It's chaos. every single day. Let's go. Liz Watkins in the house. How's it going? Hey, awesome. Crypto weirdo friend indeed. How's it going, Liz? Milk Money 25. How's it going? Hell yeah. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Friday. Yeah, it's going to be a good night. Gamagata says, Otaku and Crypto fam, what's going on? Happy Friday. How are you? How is everyone? How is Illinois treating me? It's okay. I mean, I'm ready. Hey, Liz Watkins, how's it going? Still at the Fiat Factory. Almost day one. Almost done for the day. Ready for the weekend. Milk Money. Yes, still working, I guess. Still working. Crazy. The Fiat Factory. Working at the Fiat Factory. You printing all the money? Is it you? We gotta blame you? Come on, man. All right. Of course, Milk Money's not working at the Fiat Factory. Oh, I guess he's making that fiat at the Fiat Factory. I don't know. But he's not working at the money printer. Definitely not working for the money printer. Hello there. It just learned that one. It's catchy. Yeah, it is. It is pretty catchy, the Fiat Factory. Future family hanging out with the Chaos Crew. Yes, the Chaos Crew over at, the full company Chaos, Club Chaos. With your chair and CEO, the Crypto Otaku. That's just what I do. What's going on with Otaku plays the guitar? Awesome, so dope. That sounded great. Thank you. It is what it is. I do what I can do. Happy Friday. What are we gonna do to bring the chaos? Just a little bit. Just to bring it on a little bit. We just need a little more. Oh my God, we're so close. I'm gonna of course show you guys in the chart here in a second. Happy Friday, Hidegger. Also in the chat with Mad Adam. Chaos engaged. Where's my button? I just packed it. I just saw it. I unpacked it. I actually have a nuke button I had in my last basement, so I'm gonna bring that up somewhere. Get emergency. Press the button. Engage chaos. Yes, chaos engage. It will be engaged. Let's get into it. Clean up the dancing mascots here for 1 second. There we go. Exit dancing mascots. And here we go, guys. What are we still looking at? The daily chart. This is what I keep showing you guys every single day. You just got to zoom out, and we're ramping up. We're ready to get on that launch pad. And where are we going to end up? Where are we going to end up? Probably somewhere between 119, just barely touching the 120, or maybe that 130. What we're looking for right now, particularly, is this giant cup and handle that has been forming on the daily since last January. And we have just come up to retest this cup right now, and we're creating the handle. And the handle takes usually, with consolidation, 1 to 2 weeks, sometimes 3, and then we can start to get that next leg up. And if it's anything like as explosive as the last time we had these legs, we can go back to, it was right around February, March of last year. That's when the ETFs rolled out. Where's my tabs? Where the hell are my tabs? I have all of this stuff documented for years. Let's see if I can find where is that? The Having Docs predictions, event pins. This is what I'm looking for. Event pins. So boom. Spot ETFs were approved here, lagging into an explosive 10K candle every single, week? Yeah, every single week after the ETFs were rolled out. Week after the ETFs rolled out, boom, belated, but one 10K up, another 10K up, and another 10K up. We had 3 weeks of just 10K price action for Bitcoin. Are we going to get a similar thing now that we're consolidating into these ranges after the halving, after the presidential election, after all of the tariff nonsense? Possibly. I could see probably the same sort of thing playing right back out. Where does that take us? 130,000. I mean, it's just right there, guys. It's right there. Oh, it's crazy. I hope it plays out that way, but you just never know until we know, right? Until we know. All right, guys. So I spent enough time ranting and raving about the chart. I love the chart. It's such a great chart. It's such a mess. I actually spent a little bit of time cleaning this up. It's still a freaking mess. What is all this in here? We're like waiting for the doom to kind of bring it down, bring it up in those ranges back there. My God, it's been a long ride, guys. I can barely even find stuff to clean up the chart. Anyway, let's get back into it, guys. So what are we looking at tonight? Well, it's kind of a standstill. I mean, literally a standstill. This is actually moving. Yeah. Not in slow motion. This is real time. So you can see everyone's pretty much taking the weekend off. It's really lackluster, really. We started having a little bit of a retest to 104 almost during the day, and then we just kind of get slammed back down in this range. We've been stuck in this range now for the entirety of the week. Nothing really exciting has happened this week for Bitcoin's price action, but a lot of news coming out in accumulations and institutional demand as we've been covering all week throughout the week. Is crazy. And today, don't you forget, guys, I'm gonna keep reminding you, Steak and Shake is accepting Bitcoin payments today. We're gonna cover that again in the news. Third day in a row, but you know, it's today. It's huge for America. All right, so yeah, this is moving. I cannot believe how slow this is moving. It's ridiculous. But yeah, we're still stuck in this range. Let me get the exact number here after it loads. There we go. So somewhere between that 103 and 105 range. We're just stuck in the middle there. So much buying and selling right around these ranges. And I'd say the strongest in the green to represent is the sell wall at 103, 102.5-ish and 100K. So those, of course, are the biggest, biggest levels of support we have. And I'm sure we still are looking at that if we zoom back into our 15-minute. We don't have anything to go over from last night because I couldn't get on live last night. I got banned on YouTube for looking at 4chan with you guys, trying to look for those alpha news on 4chan/biz or whatever that news article we read. And I think that gave me a timeout or something. I don't know. Not doing that ever again. That place is nefarious for that sort of thing. But yeah, of course, we're still kind of working our way out of this bear trend line that we drew, this bear prediction that we had on Wednesday night. Oh my God, it was Wednesday night? Yeah. So yeah, consolidating back upward, and it's just been going sideways. So it's been kind of boring. So we're going to clean this up today as well. Again, guys, I'm tired of winning. I just want to be so wrong one day. Just so freaking wrong one day.
You may even get tired of winning.
I am.
Please, too much winning. Can't take it anymore.
We just need Godzilla to walk in one day and just smash through everything. And I can be really, really wrong one day. That'd be great. That'd be wonderful. Up or down, I don't care. All right, moving on. Before we get into our metrics and we run through everything we normally do, I did want to remind you guys that we will be doing a live open mic tonight with the crypto family over at Crypto Future. So if you guys are part of that, community over there, I will be over there with you guys soon as well. I think it's going to take place around 9 p.m. Eastern Standard. We might be a little late, depending on how long we go with the live stream, but I am going to do a lightning round of the news and kind of recap everyone for the week. And also, our daily metrics. So let's get into it. Before I do, let's get back into the chat one last time before I get into the lightning round. And I might need a drink or two to get through that. All right, so Milk Money says, Future Family hanging out with the Chaos Crew. Yes. Heidegger, happy Friday. I think we were caught up there. Please hit the like button for Otaku, says Marie. Hi, thank you, Marie. Thank you. I always forget. And you guys always remind me, thank God, because I always forget. Please like, subscribe, do all the things down below. Of course, helping out the channel. We're trying to get to that 1,000 sub target so that we can get monetized here on the stream. I would really appreciate that if you like what you're seeing here tonight. Danny in the house, of course, my favorite Super Danny in the house. Strawberry Dragons, hey Chaos family, how's it going? Glad to see everyone's back online, and I'm back online. Yes, I'm glad to see everyone back online with me, because I'm back online. No more, hopefully no more. I got no wood. Oh yeah, I'm standing on a whole bunch of wood I can knock. Okay. Colorado has a Steak and Shake, and it's our drive. Jeez. Oh my God, that's some dedication. You might go there. That's crazy. Gamagata says, I'm going to make a drink myself. Cheers. I'm definitely gonna be celebrating tonight. It's been over a week now since I moved into here, and I haven't celebrated a damn day. And so much has changed in my life. So, all right, guys, let's get to it. A lot of metrics we got to cover, and of course the news to catch up on. 36,858,000,000,000. Guys, that's only $142 billion away from our $37 trillion target. That's right, magic. The magic number. That can we still print more? Yeah, probably. Sitting at a deficit of $2 trillion this year. And our interest alone is over $1 trillion. It's amazing. It's amazing. All right, moving on. U.S. recession in 2025 is now a 37% chance. That's right, guys. We are off the coin flip. No more coin flip. Damn it. It was fun. I had like 5 or 6 coin flips. Most of them were kind of negative. Yeah, that one was positive, but yeah. I mean, come on, we can go into we can't go into recessions anymore. They won't let us. The Fed won't let us. And then of course the Fed rate cut sitting at no change and 88% in June. Probably not going to get one until July, guys. Come on, folks. You're just going to have to suck it up and wait it out. CNN Business showing us the fear and greed index for the stock market still sitting in 71 at the end of the closing today. Bullish for all markets. 71 in crypto as well, mirroring this. Actually going further out because we don't sleep. I just refreshed it and now it's 74. The dollar index still up there. Too high than I want it, higher than I want it to be. We did get over 101 today. We finally broke that underneath that before the close, so that's good. That's good at least, right? Who the hell's buying this shit? Oh, okay. Crypto bubbles kind of going back into consolidating and orange. You know, everything's kind of up a fraction of a percent, I guess. The big runners, the big takeaways for today are, I think it's just ZBEC. If I go to some of my favorites, ZBEC's still up 13% on the day. I think it was up 22 earlier, midday. Everything else that I love is pretty much down, a fraction or a percent or two. All right, so yeah, nothing really new to see there. Market cap for BTC dominance is still trickling upward, still going back up above 63. Again, guys, we got to have this lower if we want to follow the previous cycles and still use this as a tool to predict the altcoin season. Last time we rolled off of 60% down to 40, 42, 45, and then we got the altcoin season started. We're just gonna wait and see, or we may never get that. Just gonna be a Bitcoin only cycle. Who knows? Okay, so top 10 assets in our space. Anything really moving? Anything getting shaken out? Anything change? Not really. I think Cardano was at 9 yesterday. I don't remember if it was 10. Tron and Sui still, and Chainlink still in the same kind of brackets in terms of market cap. Chainlink is surprisingly not having enough price action for how much time it's been referenced in the news. Every time I look at an article, I think I've got an article or two already pulled up. Chainlink is always mentioned. Of course, being the largest interoperability play for our space. All right, and then, of course, honorable mention going out to Jasmine, still holding on to 82 in market cap. Bullish for our favorite crypto of Japan, the Bitcoin of Japan. Jasmine. I found it, guys. I'm so excited. I found my freaking Jasmine coin. All right, and then I think Onyx coin. Look at this, back in the top 100. Yes, there we go. It did have a little bit of a run today too. I think it got over 2 cents briefly and then came back down. But yeah, Onyx coin's been trending right around 110 to 113 over the past this week, pretty much. All right, moving on. Those are the ones I would like to bring up every day anyway. Okay, this is my favorite metric, guys, is how many Bitcoin are left across all exchanges. This is it. This is all you have left to participate in purchasing as we, dwindle down lower and lower every single day. Right now, there's only 2.17 million on exchanges, and that is not the total amount that you have the ability to purchase. That is what is on exchanges, listed on exchanges. In people's accounts or, on the spot market. That's everything. Everything across every major exchange, every exchange period. And you can see all the allocations here. So right now, Coinbase has the most BTC with 669,000. A majority of that is just sitting on ETFs. It is just being settled and held by Coinbase from the ETFs. Speaking of ETFs, BitcoinTreasuries.net also shows us the amount of Bitcoin on exchanges and on ETFs. MicroStrategy is still the number one company holding at 568. Nothing is going to change that. Then we got some of the miners and then some of the new companies that are popping up right now. All right, so moving into the ETFs, Fidelity and iShares Bitcoin. BlackRock is still leading the way with 627,000 Bitcoin. It's ridiculous, and 200,000 respectively for Fidelity. Runner-up is Grayscale, coming down a bit. Look at this; they actually had a chunk taken off. They were getting closer back to their 200,000. Allocation, but now they don't. It looks like they just had a bit of a outflow a large 10K outflow. Remember, Grayscale had the largest. It had almost as much as BlackRock has right now before the ETFs were established for the U.S. Grayscale had like 600,000 plus. So it's pretty crazy to see all this flippening happening just because the largest asset manager in the world jumps on board with Bitcoin and crypto assets. All right, moving on. Bitcoin rainbow chart right now still telling you to be buying. Buy. It's like the NSYNC song. Buy. You got to buy. Accumulation zone doesn't start until $104,000 Bitcoin. 143. I'm sorry. No, 104 and 600 and some change, and 143, and then we're still cheap territories 143 to 197. So it's still really early in the cycle. God, we got to get past $197,000 Bitcoin to be in, not even in still cheap territory, according to the Bitcoin Rainbow price chart. All right, top 10 assets in the world. Bitcoin still holding number 6. Nothing new has changed. Nothing has changed here. And then let's get into some of the news. I've got some news for you pulled up today to run through, and then we'll get into the recap on Twitter. The real news, all on Twitter. Before I do, let's double check the chat, make sure we didn't miss anyone or anything. Poi Pounder, how's it going, Poi? What's up, Otaku? It's a Big Bodo Games. I noticed that icon of yours, of course. Big Bodo. My secret identity has been compromised, hence the new name. Oh, it has? I'm sorry to hear that, my guy. Poi Pounder now. Jesus. Oh, man. Big Bodo. Crypto Bo's also here in roll call as well. How's it going, Crypto? Let's get into some of the news today. Solve, Avalanche, and Elixir launch real-world yield for Bitcoin. Solve, Avalanche, and consortium of DeFi protocols have launched solvebtc.avax, the first institutional-grade Bitcoin yield vault backed by real-world assets. The move aims to activate idle Bitcoin by offering on-chain composable yield through tokenized U.S. treasuries and structured DeFi strategies. So yeah, looks like it is moving into acquiring yield for your Bitcoin. In a landscape step for Bitcoin finance, Solve protocol on Avalanche, Elixir, Euler, LFJ, and Balancer have launched Solve. What a mouthful. Solve BTC.avax, the first modular Bitcoin yield vault backed by real-world assets, RWAs, of course. According to the official announcement, the new product unlocks yield from tokenized U.S. treasuries and private credit, transforming idle Bitcoin into productive yield-bearing assets. With over 1.3 trillion, I think this is what they call, what was it, the Bitcoin-backed treasuries bonds or whatever? Yeah. 1.3 trillion in Bitcoin supply. The potential to generate real-world assets based on returns has attracted serious interest, according to a thread of Solve's X handle, solvebitcoin.avax. Oh my god. Capitalizes on this by routing BTC.B or Solve BTC into a single yield accruing token, offering triple rewards from AVAX incentives, Elixir potion points, oh god, and Solve protocols vault participation program. Backed by more than $4 billion in institutional assets, the initiative draws an integrated protocol stack. Solve automates yield strategies. AVAX provides a high-speed execution layer. Okay, I see how they're using that now. Elixir mints are real-world asset backed DUSD. DEUSD, is that like Dutch? Dutch stablecoin? Euler boosts exposure via lending loops. And LFJ Balancer compounds returns through liquidity farming. More than a vault, solve.btc.avax signals a shift turning Bitcoin from a passive store of value into a dynamic yield-generating tool aligned with global macro trends. You can always still just get MSTY. Oh man, that's a whole lot of hoopla. Man, integrating AVAX into settling yield on, what was it? I already forgot. Solve? The Balancer compound for liquidity. Oh my god, that's a crazy route to go just for Bitcoin real. All right, crazy stuff, guys. It's happening. From whiskey to orthopedic care, 2 more companies race to hoard Bitcoin as well today. Global companies are diving headfirst into Bitcoin. MicroStrategy strategy approach to Bitcoin has increasingly been echoed across corporate boardrooms, with several companies unveiling Bitcoin acquisitions over the past week. While some participants and familiar parties, a number of newcomers are stepping into the arena. Among them, 21 Capital disclosed 458 million Bitcoin purchase in anticipation for the upcoming merger. They have a lot more planned than that. Chinese listed DC Enterprise announced its intention to obtain 5,000 Bitcoin, and Brazilian fintech Melias added 274 Bitcoin to its treasury reserves. On Thursday and Friday, 2 additional companies joined the wave, each confirming plans to expand their Bitcoin holdings. The first Heritage Distilling holding company. The Nasdaq is Cask. That's cute. Revealed that it would begin accepting payments in Bitcoin and Doge, with all receiving cryptocurrency earmarked for retention in its treasury. Heritage has always been an innovator for, again, leading the way. The craft spirits space. Okay, that's the distillery, and then we also have the medical group Basil. Basil Medical Group Limited, a Singapore-based company specializing in orthopedic and trauma care, disclosed plans to allocate $1 billion towards targeted Bitcoin acquisitions. We can't keep. There's not enough to go around. It's ridiculous. Every time I hear $1 billion worth of Bitcoin, what is that like thousands of Bitcoin? We're only producing 450 a day. Boom. No one's talking about that. No one's talking about that enough. It's crazy. All right, guys. So again, more and more companies adopting the Michael Saylor strategy. Here we go again with the SEC. Man, it never ends. Never ends, guys. How many of you guys still hold XRP? I sold all mine off January, February. I was holding the, of course, legendary 10,000 plus XRP from the entire bear market up until we hit about $3 and just gone. Sold that damn thing. 330, 350, something like that. I don't remember anymore. Anyway, judge denies Ripple's SEC motion over XRP, leaving case in legal limbo. I'll definitely be buying more though. In the bear market. Federal judge has blocked the SEC and Ripple's joint settlement agreement in the case over XRP, escalating the legal drama and rattling momentum across the crypto landscape. We also had Dave Portnoy talk about this yesterday. I talked a little bit about it this morning, but it's silly stuff. Ripple's SEC settlement blocked as court denies motion to alter final judgment. Judge Annalisa Torres, of course, Torres, still covering the case. The U.S. District Court at the Southern District of New York has rejected the joint motion of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission and Ripple Labs in the case over XRP. In a May 15th decision, she denied the request to lift the injunction and reduce the $125 million civil penalty that they are required to pay. Ruling that the proposed agreement did not meet the legal standards for modifying a final judgment. That is all I'm going to read there. I am so sick. We've been covering this damn thing. I've been covering this personally for 2 years now, but I've been watching this freaking case for 5, and I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. All right, guys, let me know in the chat if you guys are sick of this. I am so sick of this. Like, God damn it, it's gotta be over.
Stupid.
Just let it go. Just let it go. Trump's World Liberty Fi just bought another dinosaur token, EOS. This one I haven't heard in a while. I remember buying a whole bunch of that in the bear market as well. EOS. World Liberty Financial acquired EOS in a single transaction valued at $299 million, buying the tokens at 82 cents. Following the purchase, EOS traded between 80 cents and 84 cents on different exchanges due to low volumes and volatility. Take that with what you will. I don't want to read all this stuff either, but obviously they're gathering this up for a reason. You can speculate all you want, but they are, of course, in the back rooms. They're in the back rooms.
I'd buy that for $1.
Oh, maybe. Maybe. I mean, it's less than $1 right now. Let's check back on the chat real quick before I go any further with the news. We're going lightning round. A lot of stuff to go through, and it's getting closer to 9 o'clock every minute. All right, here, steady as she goes, says Crypto Bows. Heidegger says, "Wow, nice move on XRP. Wish I got into crypto before November last year." Hell yeah! I mean, Guys, you have all of the power to participate in the next bear market. I'll just say that. Hopefully with a ton of games from the bull market. XRP rubs me the wrong way, says CryptoBose. Me too. Me too. I mean, it's a good play. I mean, it made me plenty of money, but the technology, how highly centralized it is. I don't want to go into a rant. I don't want to go into a rant. And of course, the CBDCs they're creating for other countries. I'm not gonna go into it. I'm gonna stop myself right there. All right, I kept this one up to show you guys how much of it is a kind of a news desert right now. This is Crypto Newsland, and you can see every single headline article is replaced by some sort of hopium, some sort of clickbait, some sort of nothing article to get you to waste your time. So I just wanted to point this out. Every day I see stuff like this, and just want to point it out and say, nothing has changed. At least not on Crypto Newsland. They're not covering anything other than AVAX breakout watch. Double bottom sets stage toward $30. V-chain forms bullish structure. Bitcoin's bull peaks shrink. Will 159K resistance hold? It's just all hopium and mostly hopium. Not that much FUD, but nothing articles nonetheless on the entire page. Sad to see Crypto Newsland do that. Adam Back predicts a Bitcoin price will hit 500 to a million this cycle. Here's why. Back expressed surprise at Bitcoin's current price level, hovering around 103.3. I think that's probably exactly where it's still at right now. I'm sorry, 103.5. Almost. And this was, of course, 12 hours ago. Yeah, so hovering, this is this morning. Given the surge in institutional interest and major developments in the crypto landscape, this is what Adam Beck says about the potential of Bitcoin reaching 500 to a million. I'm thinking the cycle could get in quite high, he said. I was thinking about 500 to a million just because there's a lot going on. Beck noted that in the 4-year cycle, Bitcoin's price actions tend to stretch over time, and we're still early in this one. He pointed to the key catalysts, including the U.S. approval of spot-going Bitcoin ETFs. Of course, all the things that are new to this cycle, right, which haven't already drawn in more than $41 billion in new net inflows. These products offered by the financial giants like BlackRock, Fidelity have opened the door to a new wave of investors, particularly those who are previously hesitant and directly hold the cryptocurrency. You know what? Speaking of this, the ETFs, right? A long time ago, I think it was 2022 or 2023 when the ETFs were just starting to get named and rolled out, or at least rumored by Larry Fink to happen. That was like towards the end of, or probably the beginning of 23 to the end of 23. I did actually map this out. I wonder if I still have it up here. Yeah, gold ETF rally in 2004 on top of Bitcoin when the ETFs launched. Let me see if I can zoom out and still see that. It's really interesting because it's really interesting. I think it's this yellow line right here. Yeah, that yellow line right there. Look how this is. Come on, you can do it. Oh, maybe I can't see it. I've got too much stuff pulled up. Event pins. There we go. Look at how on top and mirroring this is. Other than the giant pull up here, which we haven't really seen yet. Look at this. This is crazy, crazy. This is the gold ETFs when they launched. Boom. What is this target up here? That's ARK Invest prediction right on the spot at 2.3 million back in I think Kathy would put that out in like 2023, 2024. I haven't revisited this particular tab in a long time, but yeah, isn't that crazy how this all seems to line up? It's just nuts. I'm not going to say it's to be the same, actually. Obviously, it's kind of invalidated this a little bit in terms of the highs and the lows, but it's kind of balanced itself out right into the same exact target. It's crazy. Again, psychology in the markets really are a thing. It's absolutely incredible. All right, let's clean this up. Let's clean this up and get back into our article on Adam Beck. Where's the ETF? Gold ETF on top. Okay. These products offered to financial giants like BlackRock and Fidelity have opened the door to a new wave of investors, particularly those who were previously hesitant to directly hold cryptocurrency. He also cited that more crypto-friendly political climate in the U.S., specifically under President Donald Trump's administration, which he has embraced digital asset innovation more openly than the previous years. According to Back, much of the investor capital tends to arrive after prices begin to rise. 100% right on top of that. That's when the normies got in, of course, after Bitcoin went from 6,000 to 30,000 in 2021. So yeah, 100% on that one as well. I think you'll also get a new all-time high. It could come quicker with a lot higher, he said, emphasizing that the momentum and retail psychology, what did I just say? often fuel further gains. So yeah, 500,000 to a million this cycle, according to Adam Beck. One of the, of course, the first context to the Satoshi Nakamoto in the early days of Bitcoin. Let me know in the chat how you think my my audio is doing today, because this morning we did a live stream. My audio was kind of like meh, and I played around with it a little bit, and I saw what you guys were talking about. I think I got it right now. So let me know in the chat what you guys think. I'm like over here now though. I'm like I can't keep myself in one spot, and I'm reading these articles on a different screen than I'm usually reading. It's weird. All right, before I get any further, let's check back on the chat as well. Heidegger says, well, let's move on XRP. XRP runs me the wrong way. Okay, I think we already read all that. Eddie LT in the house. How's it going, Eddie LT? Audio sounds good now, Heidegger. Yes, audio is good. Crypto Boast. Thank you guys for confirming that. That's awesome. I appreciate it. U.S. consumer sentiment crashes to the second lowest rating ever, according to the University of Michigan survey. I just want to touch bases on this quickly, too, because we have been talking about, how it's like only 20% of the U.S. Can actually afford a house right now. Recent survey from the University of Michigan finds that consumer sentiment is down 26.5% since 2024 in May, so a year from today, basically. According to the university's ongoing surveys of consumers, the index of consumer sentiment dropped 50.8 this month, the second lowest rating ever recorded. This goes back to what Kathy Wood was saying too, with the amount of debt that U.S. Citizens have is on par, if not worse, than World War II. Boom! It's insane. Of course, shout out to Kathy Wood, my Bitcoin goddess, or Mother Mary to Bitcoin. Sentiment dropped to, so the lowest rating ever recorded was 50 in June 2022. The survey began in November of 1952. Ridiculous. Jeez. Consumer sentiment is essentially unchanged this month, inching down a scant 1.4 index points following our 4 consecutive months of deep declines. Let's just look for a quick recap. Let's find a quick way to end this. Like I didn't spend too much time on it. Year-ahead inflation expectations surged from 6.5% last month to 7.3% this month. This month's rise seen among Democrats and Republicans alike. Long-run inflation expectations lifted from 4.4 in April to 4.6. Inflation. What is this inflation? I don't know what this inflation is. I hold Bitcoin. All right, moving on. Bankrupts crypto exchange FTX to shell out $5 billion, roughly, to creditors. Guys, I know I just saw it. Oh, there it is. Yes, that's right. In 2021, we had, of course, the FTX collapse. The big exchange at the time had all the sponsors and all the sports and the stadiums and everything were getting lined up and named after. They had umpires and baseball with their names on it. It was crazy. I think they even may have had NASCARs with their name on it. And yeah, they fell. And these, of course, are my fortune cookies from 2021. That's right. They actually put the name on frickin' fortune cookies at Chinese restaurants. And I still have a whole bunch of them to boot. My favorite one being, of course, your lucky number is 21 million. Stupid stuff now. The bankrupt cryptocurrency exchange FTX plans to shell out $5.4 billion in a wave of payments to creditors at the end of the month. Eligible creditors to receive funds via BitGo or Kraken within 1.3 business days from May 30th. Guys, this happened like 4 years ago. No. Almost. Yeah, like at least three and a half years ago. Like some of their clients, some of their consumers haven't even been paid back. And again, they're getting paid what it was worth when the exchange went down, not what it's worth today. They're not getting the coins back, they're getting the cash. That's why. Not your keys, not your cheese. Get a cold storage wallet. and make sure your long-term investments are safe from any defunct crypto exchange and that we have in the future. Again, we just had Coinbase got hacked, social hack, and Coinbase actually came out and they said they were going to pay anyone involved out immediately. It's different time. It's a different time. All right. So in October, a U.S. bankruptcy court greenlit FTX's plan to distribute between 14.7 billion and 16.5 billion worth of payouts. A plan calls for 98% of the exchange's creditors to receive approximately 119% of the value they were holding to the day the FTX filed for bankruptcy in November of 2022. So yeah, 3 years ago. Well, not quite. 2.7 years ago, whatever. The increased payouts are thanks to crypto prices, FTX's 8% stake in the AI artificial intelligence safety and research company Anthropic. FTX imploded and filed for bankruptcy amid the accusations of its then chief executive Sam Bankman-Fried mishandling money laundering, or just flat out like creating paper Bitcoin and paper cryptocurrencies. Mishandled the exchange's funds by loaning out billions of dollars worth of consumer deposits to the Alameda Research, the firm's trading arm, thinking that they were a bank and they're playing with dollars. I'm sorry, they're not. You can't just do what the bank does and take 99.7 they can take legally out of everyone's bank account and then of course reinvest that. Yeah, that's why the banks won't let you take out a ton of money all at once. All right, again, down with the banks. I wish I yes, this is too early. Let's do it. Frick it. We need more chaos. U.S. Fed Chair Jerome Powell warns about future inflation, says the economy could be entering a period of more frequent supply shocks. Nothing really new here either to cover. I just wanted to cover it because it's another Powell article. We love Powell. Jeez. I'm losing my mind. We're still going sideways. It's still 103, right? It's still 103. Okay. Higher real rates may also reflect the possibility and inflation could be more volatile going forward in the inter-crisis period of 2010s. We may be entering a period of more frequent and potentially more persistent supply shocks, a different challenge for the economy and the central banks. Just print more money. It's that easy, right? Just print more money. While our policy rate, it's the whole thing, the whole system's so screwed up, guys. While our policy rate is currently well above the lower bound, in recent decades we have cut the rate by 500 basis points when the economy is in recession. Although getting stuck in a lower bound no longer is the base case, it's only prudent that the framework continue to address that risk. Supply shocks are unforeseen events that rapidly alter the supply of goods or commodity. Evidence suggests the supply shocks were the most important factor driving inflation between 2021 and 2023. Yeah, but that was different. Last week, the Federal Open Market Committee, FOMC, announced that a plan to maintain the target range, the federal fund rate, to 4.25 to 4.5, arguing that it is the most suitable level to achieve both maximum employment and controlled inflation. Fed has held interest rates steadily since December when it cut its rates by just 25 basis points. Nothing has changed. Steak and Shake now accepting Bitcoin via the Lightning Network. Guys, we have an actual article out today. It's not just the real news over on Twitter that I've been talking about for the last 3 days. We have a real article from Bitcoin Magazine. That's right. It's been a while since we read anything from Bitcoin Magazine. I try to keep my bias, of course, under control. Can't just read Bitcoin Magazine every day. So once every week, maybe, I pull up Bitcoin Magazine. Anyway, so as of today, consumers can pay with the Bitcoin and Steak and Shake locations across the U.S. thanks to the full Lightning Network integration. Yeah, we got some video footage of this as well. Boom. I wonder where this video footage came from. How about the real news over on X? And just like that, boom, you got burgers with Bitcoin Lightning. Boom. In 28 seconds. 28 seconds. All right. I'm going to stop there, guys. I'm going to stop there. That's pretty much says it all, right? All right, before I go any further, let's get back into the chat real quick, and then we'll check out our recap for the week. I'm going to do a really quick lightning round for the recap on the week, and then we gotta go into the normies, and then price predictions, and hopefully get out of here right around 9. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, get back to the chat. Audio, yes, the audio is good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Best news of the day, says Crypto Boz. Yeah, it sounds to me, yes, that you're a computer fan, maybe. Oh, you hear it. Damn, I was hoping no one would hear it. So my new location doesn't have any fans, so I did put a fan up a few days ago. Someone actually heard it, though. Damn. I'm gonna have to find another solution. That's good though. That's good. That's your job. Exactly, Mad Adam. That is your job. That is your job. You, of course, you're sound expert. You. Best news of the day. Yes, it will spread to other restaurants now, says Crypto Boz. Yes, just like in 2021, where we actually got McDonald's in El Salvador. Before everyone else to accept Bitcoin. Hey, Chaos community. Yes, Ramona is in the chat. How's it going, Ramona? Yeah, what time? I was going to ask you, what time are you planning on doing that tonight? You're going to start that 9 Central or 9 Eastern? I know a lot of the internet likes to work around Eastern, so my head usually defaults to Eastern. But I figured that you meant Central. So let me know. Let me know in the chat. Matt Adams says that, of course, that's his job, and yeah, I had a feeling. I had a feeling, Ramona. All right, well, we'll make it quick. We'll be over there in a minute as well. The fan is inaudible to me. Yes, says Heidegger. And, of course, Gamma Goddess welcoming Ramona. I love Ramona. She's awesome. Also a fan of Kurt Russell. You can't hate someone who loves Kurt Russell. Oh, God. Anyway, yeah, so 9 Central. Yes, gotcha. All right, let's get back into it, guys. Let's get back into it. All right, so recap from all of the news this week. Let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna need a breath. All right, here we go. U.S. housing market has reached the most unaffordable level in history. Yes, here it is, guys. According to this chart, we're screwed. No, it's just going to crash. It has to crash at some point. Pricing of housing and rent has to come down. Bullish Blockstream CEO Adam Beck says Bitcoin is strangely low and at 103K, and he sees it going to 500,000 or a million this cycle. All right. Done. Basel Medical Group, right? We just talked about this as well. Today announced the plans for a $1 billion acquisition to Bitcoin. Yes, breaking Utah State Retirement Fund has more than doubled its master MicroStrategy holding. If you can't get Bitcoin due to a lack of a strategic reserve, get the next best thing. Of course, MicroStrategy. We still don't have the GameStop in the news either. Steak and Shake, of course, is getting on board with fast food purchases via the Lightning Network, as I just showed you. Here's the same clip, 28 seconds for a transaction. Billionaire Kevin O'Leary just said that all crypto liquidity will soon flow into Bitcoin because there is no second best. He didn't say that, but he did say
it's probably
your shitcoins.
To all
watch
that
out.
crap in the system, it'll all get sucked out. So if you have a shitcoin, it's probably going to go down in value, not up in value. It'll be a reverse relationship, so you should be careful with your portfolio. Get rid of all that garbage before they pass legislation.
Yes, 100%. Make sure you guys have the winners picked out before this show starts. Justin Mike Novogratz, that's how I know him, Mike Novogratz, believes that Bitcoin is ready for the next leg up to 130K to 150K. This is brought to you by I'm George. We're all George. I'm sure you guys know who that guy is.
Point and what not. It was okay. And crypto went back and tested where the the election breakout was. Now it looks like we'll take out 106, 107, 108 and make the next leg to 130, 150. And at that point, you're in price discovery.
Damn.
Right? I keep thinking gold's a $22 trillion asset and crypto's a $2 trillion asset. And at one point, as more and more young people inherit the money for their old people that kiss the face of God, you're going to see crypto equal gold. And that's a long way from here.
Okay. President Donald Trump is a real deal maker in chief, coming out almost a little over $3 trillion for the United States. in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the UAE alone. After all of this is said and done, I think it's going to take about 10 years for all these deals to finalize, but they're in the books now. Breaking, President Trump says he's a big fan of crypto and that America is leading the way to crypto in China. We covered this morning as well. He actually said it.
AI, because we have to have it. We're leading China by a lot. And in crypto, we're leading China by a lot. So I'm a big crypto fan. You know about that? No.
And he says we're even leading crypto in against China. And then Raoul Paul also this week showed us the current banana zone target. Nothing has changed. Update. I mean, spoiler. Nothing has changed. It's still the same chart. But he said it beautifully in front of a crowd of people, and the largest chart he's ever been able to blow up and point at. It was a lot of fun.
The corrective zone. Banana number 2 comes. Another correction. Banana number 3. So this is the banana zone. So that's what happened in 2020, 2021. The macro evidence, the technical evidence, the sentiment evidence, everything here suggests to me that hold on to your hats, don't fuck this up, don't lose control of your tokens, don't use leverage, don't get your wallets hacked, just sit with it, be careful, don't get FOMO, do all of the right things, and we'll go up to the next phase of correction zone. That's going to be harder because the next one that happens, we'll have a 35% drop, and you'll all say, is it over? And you'll definitely be sure it's over. And everybody on Twitter will tell you it's over. And it won't be over.
Yeah, and he's also expecting, too, at the end of this clip, I want to make sure I'm very clear on that, he's also calling for an extended cycle into at least the first or second quarter of next year.
By our work, we suggest that because of the elongation of the business cycle, because rates were higher for longer, the forward-looking liquidity suggests that, again, probabilistically speaking, without any guarantees, this whole thing goes into Q1, maybe Q2 of 2026, which would align with Trump's, trying to win the midterms as well.
Yeah, and the idea is kind of pretty sound, too. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, we've had these high interest rates forever, and when we start finally coming down in a significant way, that's more money available to invest with lower interest rates. So it would make more sense what he's saying to actually for it to carry out at least into quarter one, and that's been kind of my idea as well for a while. Okay, so in 1981, Jim Rohn, I showed that one. That's nothing to do with this, the news. We're just going to catch up on the news, of course, from the week. MasterCard just announced that they enabled crypto payments this week with 150 million merchants. Via MoonPay. That's a 3-minute clip. We're good. Abu Dhabi sovereign wealth fund just disclosed buying 511 million. These freaking numbers. Yes, I did this last time too. $511 million worth of Bitcoin. So $500 million. I never imagined that I would have to explain to people on the app why your teeth are not store value. That trend is still going. It's still going strong. Because your teeth are scarce, but they're not worth billions of dollars. So stupid. Yes, of course. And then we've got, of course, little snippets of this last few days ago. And imagine Saylor coming to your house and giving you a private lesson on Bitcoin and walking away thinking XRP could be the next Bitcoin. That was Dave Portnoy's reaction, literally, because he did have Saylor at his house last year. We covered it. It was funny. But it was also stupid that he's still talking like this. He's learned nothing. So yeah, frickin' Fortnite.
What are you,
Damn
stupid?
500 billion MasterCard will soon let 1 billion users send Bitcoin via payments. We had IBIT inflows this week were crazy. I mean, ridiculous. Some of these days, $500 million. It's ridiculous. Again, guys, we can only mine 450 Bitcoin a day. That's it. Chinese public companies, DCC Enterprise to invest in Bitcoin with 5,000 planned to buy. Anthony Scaramucci says that Bitcoin will be bigger than Amazon and Nvidia because millions of investors will never sell it. All right, so he's playing for at least a 200. He says 200 is too low for Bitcoin even this cycle. Dave Portnoy again. Screw him. Tom Lee also said the same thing out loud too. He expects it to be at least $1.5 million by 2030. I believe that was his target. They skipped that again. Context is everything. The devil's in the details, right? Come on. State of California pension funds just revealed buying 276 million MicroStrategy shares or dollars in dollars in MicroStrategy. That's what we covered recently earlier too. Again, if you can't because of the SBR, the next best thing is your only go-to. JP Morgan says that Bitcoin will also outpace gold in 2025. That also happened this week. Samson Mao also reacting and saying, someone tells it is he shared this one with basically just poking fun at the meme of the teeth are scarce and valuable. And saying his reaction to every time, because every time seller ever has to explain something, he always just has that sigh, right? You know what sigh I'm talking about. Right before he goes into a long rant about Bitcoin. Okay, Michael Seller, sell the tooth if you must, but keep the Bitcoin. Again, around that same meme. Chinese textile company and Dentex issues stock to buy 8,000 Bitcoin. Crocs put out another Bitcoin partnership or Bitcoin aesthetic and their Croc lineup. And then we had the introduction of the S&P 500 for Coinbase and the hack of Coinbase on the same week. I think within 48 hours of each other. It's crazy. Who is selling? The Bitcoin. What else is the news we got here? Ripple meets UAE officials again during Trump's tour. Kind of weird, but yeah, Ripple met with the UAE to discuss digital payment infrastructure and accelerating financial innovation. Major banking institutions are also giving shocking Bitcoin price predictions this week. Came out with these particulars. Most of them are sitting right around the $200,000 to $250,000 target. Breaking CEO eToro says that they've been investing into Bitcoin on their treasury for at least since it was $5. Although they've been selling it since they have been doing that most likely because of the the balance sheet laws or whatever, the accounting laws weren't really up to par for holding digital assets on your company balance sheet until 2023 or 2024. I forget what year that passed. But yeah, that's eToro. Epic view of Air Force One from F-15 as Trump lands in Qatar. Okay, of course, he did the entire tour of the Middle East. MasterCard now enables stablecoin payments for 150 businesses globally. We're going through. We're already into the 15th now. There's so much news this week, guys. It's crazy that we're sitting at 103. Am I right? I'm like, it's nuts. I can't. It makes no sense. It's so stupid. Oh my god. What the hell is going on? Oh, that entire freaking. I tried so hard to blow through it, and it's only one day of news. It's crazy. All right, let me get back to the chat before I go into another day of news recap. It's crazy. I just can't get over how much stuff was said this week. I love our community. Me too, of course, Gamma Goddess. Right, my open mic. I might take it for a few minutes. Oh, I hope you do, Super Danny. Always happy to see you over there as well. Gamma Goddess says, Ramona and Otaku do a lot for us. We do what we can. We gotta share the news. We gotta do the work for everyone who's not really acquainted with the space yet. Man, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. I blow through all this stuff all the time, and I always stop and I have to think, what if this is the first time someone's seen my show and they don't quite understand a fraction of it? I mean, it's a lot. If you haven't followed for a while, it is a lot to take in. So we do what we can, for sure. And if anyone ever sees my show and they want to ask on the live for me to explain something in more detail, I would more than happy try to do my best to do so. Okay, I just announced on the Patreon, and Ramona and Otaku will be starting at 9 p.m. Central. Okay, I'll be there probably an hour late, but yeah. Amen. Quite a crypto cabinet we have. It says Matt Adam. Yes, quite the cabinet indeed. All right, let's see how much more I can do before I gotta jump over there as well. So public Chinese textile company. Yes, we covered most of that. We had Jack Mallers, the Banana Zone, Larry Fink coming out saying it's going to. Their people are shilling the 750 $1,000 target this year, which I don't think is going to be a real thing. Let's see. Fidelity tells institutions to buy Bitcoin and get it to match 65% its return in capital. If they can't match it, it's exactly what Michael. I laughed on my ass off on this because it's exactly what Jack Mallers tells all of his employees as well. We're not investing in anything unless it can make us at least 65% return on capital. Okay, so yeah, and then Dave Ramsey, also his crew, flipped on BTC. They've been solely against it for the longest time, and now they said it wouldn't hurt to have a diverse portfolio with it in it. Okay. Yep, so the Beanie Baby thing is done. Is done. We're done with the Beanie Babies now. Bitcoin's no longer a Beanie Baby. We have upgraded. We went full circle. Now we can take on the world. Jesus. Me and my Bitcoin Gundam. Michael Saylor's $40 billion Bitcoin bet. This is, of course, where the teeth meme came from. If you guys want to watch this, is a good one. I had a lot of laughs on this. For this documentary, just trying to figure out MicroStrategy's strategy. All right, moving on. Mexican billionaire Ricardo Salinas portfolio revealed 70% Bitcoin, 30% gold, no bonds, no stocks. Dave Ramsey, of course, flips on the Bitcoin. JP Morgan, of course, partnering up and doing first settled transactions on public blockchain services with Chainlink and Ondo. Man, and we have, of course, had the Optimus robots doing yoga like no one else is business. And you guys know, if I wish I had more time, of course, going to the AI is coming. You guys, your job is not, it's at risk. It's not forever. the drivers, teleworkers, lawyers, and, all the things. I'm going to stop myself there. I'll go into a rant. I just can't. Yeah, and they're going to do, of course, the Bitcoin burgers today on, of course, Friday, the first day they accept Bitcoin for payments. Right. Man, so much stuff. We're into the 13th now. Woo! This was a little bit more of a challenge than I was made me willing to take on. A week recap of news. It's insane. Europe, there's $12 trillion sitting in bank accounts, says Larry Fink. And there's $11 trillion sitting in the markets funds. They're all about ready to rush in. And if they all just went into Bitcoin alone, it would flip gold in a minute. That's basically the idea there. There's the banana zones again. Him, of course, signing the strategic economic partnership with Saudi Arabia, amongst other deals this week. Bitcoiners are assaulting Wall Street. There is no putting the genie back in the bottle, according to Anthony Popliano. Elon Musk takes the center stage in Saudi Arabia as well, because he's going everywhere with the tour. Oh, God. He also said in this interview, very important, I do mention this, I think it was around the 4-minute mark. Big
very glad to be here,
thing.
and very glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
It's our absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
And His Royal Highness was talking to you about his vision and his dream to increase productivity for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and power up the region and the whole world with robotics, but also on robo-taxis. So how are we
cars as being robots on four wheels?
If I can find it.
Exactly.
Common aviation.
No, it was probably like within somewhere around
Capita. Once you have humanoid robots, the actual economic output potential is tremendous. It's really unlimited. Potentially, we could have an economy 10 times the size of the current global economy, where no one wants for anything. Sometimes in AI they talk about universal basic income. I think it's actually going to be universal high income.
Yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. I don't trust Elon Musk at all anymore after this. Trying to sell the idea of universal high income. No. Scary stuff, guys. What else we had? CZ says that it's probably going to go to 500 to 1 million this cycle, as well as Adam Back. Same price target. Interesting, of course. CZ being one of the first billionaires in crypto. Oh man, so many things. U.S. Treasury plans to meet Bitcoin key players at the roundtable this week. Coinbase released that. That's right out the gate this week. Coinbase revealed that new commercial when they went live in the S&P 500. and that is the dollar. The dollar can be printed forever, and of course, there's only 21 million. And of course, showing you a visual of how much ridiculous money printing that is compared to what's available just for Bitcoin. That's it.
Store of value holds its value.
The future of money's here. All right, and then McGregor, who's also running for the Prime Minister or President of Ireland, has a seat with Michael Saylor coming up to Orange Pill, of course. McGregor. Everyone except David Portnoy, who's ever sat down with Michael Saylor, has become an Orange Pill enthusiast / Bitcoiner for life. There we go. Anyone who sat down with him, except for Portnoy. He's an idiot.
What are you, stupid?
Senator Lummis just urged the USA to eliminate tax on Bitcoin and crypto companies. This is massive. That happened. And yeah, we also had the New York Mayor, Eric Adams, come out yet again and do the whole I told you so on his Bitcoin holdings, taking his first few paychecks in Bitcoin when he became the mayor of New York. Oh, man, we're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Oh, God. 168,000. At $168,000, Bitcoin will surpass Microsoft, and that will only leave gold. Not that far off. It'll probably happen this cycle. More than likely will happen this cycle. We'll be number 2 for a little while. Dubai to accept crypto payments for the government services via Crypto.com, advancing its goal of becoming 90% cashless by 2036. No, by next year. By next year, 90%. Where's my money? No more of this. No more of this for Dubai. They figured it out. We don't need it. And then we also had, I posted this, plenty of gold in the universe. And there's only 21 million Bitcoin because the Hydrogen Collider mistakenly turned lead into gold by accident. Now we know. It's out of the bottle. Alchemy's real, and we can turn lead into gold. There's plenty of gold in the universe. Only 21 million Bitcoin. All right, so digital gold is obviously better. Satoshi Nakamoto's shrine statue was erected in Japan, of course, sporting some of that glorious, amazing Bitcoin graffiti I know and love. Got some right behind me. All right. President Trump said that the stock market is going to be going a lot higher. He said that on Monday, I think. On Moscow, President Trump and the Crown Prince of Mohammed bin Salman inside the Saudi royal court. Yeah, we had the green sunset in Florida. We had Saudi Arabia bringing the McDonald's for Trump because he's like Warren Buffett. He has to have his McDonald's and a certain kind of Coke. I forget. Diet Coke, probably. 10,000 ETH is now confirmed because Jim Cramer said it'll never go to $10,000. This is the stuff that happened this week is insane. It's just crazy. I can't. We're only in the 13th still. Is that like Tuesday? Are we in Tuesday now? Please, God, tell me we're in Tuesday. I can't pull my calendar up. It's broken. Windows. Come on, Windows. I'm going to get a new computer soon, guys. I got to get a new computer. Come on. Really pull up my Google calendar. Yeah, so the 13th is Tuesday. My God, we're nowhere near finishing up the recap. 1 trillion UBS banks said that that their rich clients are now buying Bitcoin and crypto. Their $1 trillion bank is happening. Yeah. Abu Dhabi becomes the first government to accept Bitcoin and crypto payments in the Middle East. That happened this week. That happened before Trump met with Dubai. I don't think did he even go to Dubai this run? I don't think he did. President Trump signs the executive partnership with Saudi Arabia. All right, we're finally into Monday. Thank God. This guy plays a Fortnite game 40,000 feet above the surface using Starlink on Qatar Airways. Again, a lot of spotlight for the Middle East this week. Yes, the Coinbase commercial. Bitcoin is a safe haven, according to the French news. That was a thing. So much stuff. The price of a Big Mac versus the price of a Big Mac in the 1980s. The size and the cost is ridiculous. Yeah, wife material. Yeah, we got the Bitcoin bills update for that. Connect the dots, of course. Sailor purchasing more Bitcoin this week, as he always does on Monday. Kids don't want to be poor, of course. Continuing the baby trend. Speaking of which, I haven't shown you guys my baby yet. I did make a baby video, and I wasn't going to show it because I couldn't get it to really work the way I wanted to. Let me see if I can find it. I threw it in videos. There it is. Oh my god. It had my eyes glowing for like a split second. And then it went away. Let me pull it up real quick. If I can get this to go.
Hey guys, it's the Crypto Otaku here. Just reminding you to huddle on, stay strong.
Okay,
Hey guys, it's the Crypto Otaku here. Just reminding you to huddle on, stay strong.
Yeah, you can see the eyes lasted for like a split second. But yeah, it's a big trend right now, and I had to do one, but that was right around the time where I had my my account banned or something. I don't know what happened. Yeah, so that of course has been going on. They did all of the Michael Saylor all of the Michael Saylor interviews, the legendary ones, all in babies, right?
The point is, if you
yes, of course.
Which one's the best crypto asset? Well, Bitcoin.
And the
People
poor
that use fiat currency.
I love it, of course. Those are my favorite interviews. Bhutan has just become the world's first nation to accept Bitcoin and crypto payments for tourism. That also happened last weekend. Okay, we are caught up now. That's it, guys. That's a lot. That's a lot. Does that really depict a $103,000 Bitcoin? I mean, I'm not the only one who thinks this is crazy, right? Like, what the freaking hell is going on? Jesus. Yeah, so much winning, right? So much winning. All right. Going back into the chat one more time, and then we're probably going to have to call it a little early today, guys. I'm going to try to do the price prediction, and then I got a skedaddle for them over there. Yes, we appreciate you, Otaku. Thank you, Gamma. Thank you. Strawberry Dragon says, now I feel lost without your chaos in the morning and night. Thank you, Otaku, for bringing life to my morning life. I'm happy to do that, especially since you're going to be replaced by AI anyway. I mean, I might as well give you a little bit of entertainment before that happens. You'll feel a little better about it every time I joke about it, right? I hope. Where's the boom? I got more Zebek a few days ago, and I got some more today, too. Me, too. I actually bought a little bit more Zebek as well today. Hopefully it's still up. Heidegger says, yeah, man, AI rendering is uncanny valley. It is. It's nuts. It's nuts. All you have to do is have a snapshot or a photo, and you can get anything animated now. It's ridiculous. I cannot believe where we are in technology today. Okay, all right. Quick little check in on the normies. What are they looking for today? Anything pertaining to our space at all? Just a quick checkup, and they get an F. There's nothing here but sports. Normies love their sports, and Bitcoin is not really doing anything with the normies either. Bitcoin search is still down, even lower than the other day. What is that, a 29? Holy crap, a 29. Holy crap. Yeah, Bitcoin searches are down on Google. All right, guys. So, full circle. Let's get back into the heat map. I don't think really anything is going to have to change. I don't think anything has changed. We can double check the live heat map. We can get into it, but I think we're still stuck at 103. Our range bound between these two levels right here. It's pretty clear to see where we are. At some point, we could get bored over the weekend, maybe lose this 102.7. We're kind of double bottoming right now. And then, yeah, we could probably go down lower and retest 101. 100 is really strong. 102.5 is really strong, as we've seen on the live heat map. Let me get back to that real quick. Normies love their sports. The normies. Okay, so yeah, it's still not really moving. Usually we see like ding, ling, 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 ling. No, it's just everyone's stuck in a standstill. It's moving in slow motion. We are breaking underneath right here. We're getting into some of the buy zone right now. We're getting that eaten up a little bit there. If we continue this downward, we're probably going to get to that 102, bounce hopefully bounce at 102. We're getting to breaking underneath 103 right now. And then, yeah, try to swing back up and reclaim some of this. There's not that much volatility, though, into the weekend. So we're going to hit probably this wall. It's getting a really clear, finite line right there. You can kind of see that. That's where we're stuck right here. So that's where we're going to bounce right away as soon as we get another shot right back up. If we cannot get another shot up and then reclaim, double top and then reclaim that higher, we're going to be shot down into the shadow realm. Probably something like this into the weekend. Touch that 100K and then probably get a bounce of something like that from there. That still takes us, guys. I keep saying this. We're getting into the launch pad. We're just getting started into the launch pad soon. We've been in this zone since almost the beginning of the month. So it's still pretty early. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we've only been up here for about 8 days. Only a week. We can do this for another 2 weeks. It's fine. Going sideways into this for another 2 weeks is probably more preferred. We don't get shot up and shot right back down. We'll have a lot more of a support. And I think this is very bullish. I mean, you can see this happened the same way back here too, right before the leg up. Same way back here, right before the leg up. That's from Friday, April 11th to the 21st. So that's like almost 2 weeks. That's like what, 12 days, something like that. What was it, the 11th to the 21st? Yeah, about 22nd. 21st, 22nd, yeah, about 11, 12 days. So almost 2 weeks. Again, 2 weeks is usually the golden like time frame, really. And it can go up as far as 3 weeks. So this one here, right there, is the 22nd to the 6th. What the hell is that? That's again about 2 weeks. About 2 weeks. And again, and I go back to that same sort of narrative too that we saw play out during the ETF's launch. That could be the same thing we get again. Another leg up, another leg up, another leg up. And hopefully, I just want to see us destroy this large macro trend line we've never been able to get above. And I'll be happy. I'll be happy. That will at least, confirm what Michael Saylor says.
Bitcoin's powered by chaos. When Godzilla walks onto the playground, all your models, they're all going to be destroyed.
And I can't wait for them to be destroyed. And Godzilla to come out. I love it. I still cannot believe he said those words in 2024. All right, guys. All right, so where are we going? We're going to light, of course, the Bitcoin candle. I have like 2 candles here now. The Bitcoin candle. We're going to get into our black magic, and then we're going to go. I'm going to do this pretty quick into the weekend. No one else does price predictions into the weekend. At least not I'm aware of. All right, Bitcoin candle has been lit. Of course, we're idolizing the moon via the moonstone. We've got our altar, where of course we say our seance, Krokpeos. We've got fire and a sacrifice. There goes Benny. Benny has been burned. Burn Benny. And he's on the altar for the sacrifice. All right, I'm going to put that down. The moonstone just rolled right on top of that burning dollar. Okay. Okay, so here we go. No, you can't buy until you pay your debts like a good boy, says Tyler. Tyler, how's it going in the chat? Always bringing the doom. I love you, man. I love you. Yes. Oh, jeez. Yeah, and Strawberry Dragons is, of course, waiting for the AI. And she's waiting for it. I love it. All right, guys. So where are we going? Let's get back into our 15-minute time frame. Let's pull up our ritual sticks here and start the ritual. 9 p.m. has already arrived. We're already a little over, so I'm a little late. That's fine. I am going to finish this like a good boy, like Tyler says. Oh my God. I actually did just pay my debts off. Actually, when I got my house paid off, I paid off my debts as well. So I'm already there. Thankfully, I'm already there. Okay, so we are all set to go into the first day in the weekend. Let's map the mornings here on Sunday and the morning into Monday to get something really interesting out of this. Monday morning right there, 9 a.m. 9 p.m. No, 9 a.m. a.m. Monday morning. Okay, there we go. So we got the market opening on Monday there. We got Sunday morning And of course, Saturday morning, which really isn't going to see much volatility anyway. I already drew something on here, which is really interesting. How this plays out in these time frames. I don't know if that's going to play out like that, though, into the market opening into a sell-off. Yeah, I'm going to feel like this could be what we're looking at for a baseline target, though. If we just get a little bit more corrected like that, something like this. Maybe not even that low. So I like where I came off like that. And yeah, a little bit of a rollover there. So that's my baseline target there. I think it's pretty solid. And that was my general idea earlier as well. Although it wasn't powered by chaos. I am an instrument of chaos. I just let the chaos magic flow through me. All right, so there we go. That is going to be our baseline target for the night. Into the weekend. Crazy that I can do this. I know. I'm pretty crazy. We'll see how that plays out. It's not going to be that clean, though. It's probably going to be something like, something like that. Maybe something like this. I'm just kidding. Of course, guys. I have to play with you. No, it's going to probably be something like this. Chopping, something like that. Recovering, something like this. Chop something like that. So that's more of a realistic kind of playthrough. Okay, that's the idea there. All right, so that is our baseline target. Let's look into a bearish target. Where's the bearish target go? As we're probably going to retest this soon, possibly. It is trying to hold into this little bit of a support back here. Look at that. We've touched that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Now an 8th time, 7th or 8th time. We're trying to keep at least a higher low going right here from these other, support lines. That's kind of where it is retracing right now. So that's interesting. So that could be a good sign right out the gate tonight. So yeah, let's do into our bearish target. Say we're gonna come back up. We're gonna lose it over the weekend. Come back down to 101. Maybe lose it there too on the next day, and setting us down to about 105. I'm gonna say 105. I don't think it's gonna go to actually touch 100K. There's so much buying at that level, so much. I don't think it's gonna go back down there for a while. We'll see what happens. It has to be more volatility for that to happen. So that's kind of my bearish target. It's nothing too crazy. Again, we're still going sideways, chopping sideways either way. So that's our baseline. Now we're going to do some bullish stuff now. Let's see some bullish stuff. We're going to come out the gate here, just kind of ride this up and fly on up there right around. That doesn't make sense. That's 7 p.m. That would be about 7 a.m. in Sunday morning for the foreign markets. No, it would be somewhere right around like midnight for us. Yeah, somewhere right around here. We could probably touch up and then fall back down and climb up a little bit higher and roll on over. So something like that where we get at least back to 105 over the weekend. That'd be insane. I don't think so. I'm not feeling it. I'm feeling more baseline bearish this weekend. Just going to flat out tell you out the gate. Just because there's no volatility and we had a really lackluster price action for the week. We do have, Michael Saylor has made purchases in the past over the weekend. So he does like to buy on Saturdays. I know that. Anyway, so our Super Bowl scenario also going in ridiculous levels. Let's just go to 108. Why not? Then fall on over. I would love to see it play out. I'm not expecting it to. Yeah, let's just do something fun. And of course, our Super Bear target going down to 100,000. No, fire sales currently sitting at right around $78,000, $79,000 Bitcoin. It's crazy to say the fire sales that high now. But it is. So boom, recover. All right. Of course, for the Super Bears, I got to do it every single night. I never leave them out. Never leave them out of the equation. I love the Super Bears too.
What are you, stupid?
All right, guys. So that's what I'm looking at tonight. I'm again feeling more baseline and bearish tonight, just because of the volatility, and we haven't retouched 100 in 101 in a while. This is a little lower than 101, but that's fine. Yeah, so I'm thinking somewhere in between here. Maybe just on par with, you know, somewhere like just down the middle. That's kind of my idea. So I hope you guys enjoyed it tonight. Hope you're going to enjoy what Ramona and I have to bring tonight as well. I'm going to have a drink tonight. I need it. I'm going to have a drink tonight, maybe play with some guns. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. Yeah, so before I go, let's get back in the chat real quick. Yeah, Reality Sounds. How's it going? Yo, what's up? Hidegger says, bearish for the weekend, shorted at few positions. Hidegger says, have a good one. Thanks for streaming. Of course, every single night. I enjoy all of your guys' company, and I'm going to have more of that too here in a moment when I go over to Crypto Future and play with their community over there as well. So I'll see you guys over there. So Crypto Otaku signing out. Peace. If I could only find the button.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade a monshot. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my king. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Whom I wanna be more coins and let me bottle forever more and more and more and more and more. I long for Hollywood shopping and door. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
Oh yeah, Reality. I got you. I'll see you over there, my guy. I'll see you over my guy. Hope everyone has a great night. Enjoy the weekend. Go out and touch some grass. It's nice. It's nice. Do something fun. Maybe do something fun. I don't care what it is. Do something fun. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Bet.